The nation paused when it was confirmed on September 8 that Queen Elizabeth II had died at 96, with many flooding to London from all over the world to pay their respects. Norton, 59, has said that the response was not rational as citizens queued over 14 hours to see the Queen lying in state this week. Many from around the world have queued this week to see the Queen lying in state at Westminster, including the likes of David Beckham and Susanna Reid. Despite the near 20-hour queues, the public were happy to get to say their final goodbyes to the longest-reigning British monarch. Speaking about the nation's shared mourning, Graham exclaimed, "It's gorgeous to see the way people respond. It's not rational, but it's genuine," Graham concluded to The Times. Meanwhile, Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield came under fire this week amid claims they skipped the queue at Westminster Hall. This was unlike David Beckham, who was reported to have queued with the public since 2 a.m., only entering Westminster Hall at just after 3 p.m. The Data 4 is said to have waited for hours despite being offered a chance to jump the queue by an MP. However, the This Morning duo joined a separate queue for press and were taken to the press gallery, leaving Twitter users outraged as they skipped the long line. Journalist Joe Michalczuk fumed, "David Beckham in the queue for over 10 hours paying his respects to the Queen while Holly and Phil saunter in, skipping the line is a terrible look. Why do people like this think they're special? Unless you're royalty or a foreign president, you join the queue." End of. Dan Wootton wrote in view of his 450,000 followers, "The queue jumping of the Elizabeth line by the elite is a disgrace. Why does every MP, and their formates, not to mention Holly and Phil, think they're better than the rest of us? Unlike Susanna Reid, who lined up for 7 hours with her mum. I'd love to see one MP do the same," he added. This Morning have since responded following the backlash Holly and Philip have received. On Instagram, This Morning wrote in view of their 2.5 million followers, "Hello everyone, we would like to clarify something. We asked Philip and Holly to be a part of a film for this Tuesday's program. They did not jump the queue, have VIP access or file past the Queen lying in state, but instead, were there in a professional capacity as part of the world's media to report on the event. Some media and MPs have been granted special access to the venue since its doors opened to the public on Wednesday." A source told Mail Online of Phil and Holly, "They did not get to pay their respects to the Queen in the same way as queuing members of the public, but they filmed in a section put aside for press." This Morning's Friday show has been cancelled in favour of rolling ITV News coverage in the lead-up to the Queen's state funeral. The programme will be back on screens on Tuesday.